Hello and welcome to another Cracking the Cryptic. So today, holiday season, a bit random, we'll have a go at today's Guardian crossword and see how that goes. So here we go. Set by Paul, who is often a cracking setter, and you can see here's a classic Guardian clue. 1 across, 24, 5 of 6 of 1 of 7, 50, last of 3, 7 letters. Well, all those letters, all those numbers, apart from 50, are probably likely to refer to other clues, so we will come back to that. One down. Venom in cobras initially collected by boy, say. Toxin, no. Number 2. 1,000 in African country, abandoning river on the rise, departed. So we want an African country with an R in it that we can take out, and we put 1,000 in. Niger would give Egypt. Okay. Can't think of very many short African countries with an R in. Mali and Chad don't have it. Let's try 3 down. Sign, reader lost, ergo a lost traveller, ultimately. Okay, so it's an anagram of ergo a lost, and then R, the last letter from traveller, ultimately. Let's just make sure we don't get emails coming in again. Sign reader. Okay, so astrologer is a sign reader, and that works as the anagram. 9 across. Bound books, so that's NT or OT, probably. Note inside. Not sure. Bills encapsulated by a combination of corn and bean stew. So it looks like an anagram of corn and bean with a bill inside it, which can be either A, C, or A, D. Well done if you can think of that. Stew carbonade with a double N. Yeah, it would work. Not convinced that's a stew. We might be coming back to that. Let's have another look at one down. Venom. Could be malice now. Cobras initially collected by a boy. So C in, I would, Mali, big boy. Don't know. And 2 down. It's got an R in it after all. Carbonade might well be wrong then. Slight mistake, all of Saudi Arabian conclusions. So we're looking at the ending letters of mistake, all of Saudi Arabian. And that gives us Elfin, which makes carbonade still possible. Democrat in backing 24, out of bounds. So what is 24? 24 says, do I really have to do that with the clues? 24, tool 5 across. Wow, so that refers back to 5 across. That's not very helpful. 18 across. 24, Englishman on pitch. Oh, there's a lot of references to 24. Okay. So 24 refers to 5, so it would help if we could do 5. Project, concealing road defect. Or project. 5 down. Shoot monkey in safety procedures. That's fine. Drill. I think a drill is kind of another word for a mandrill monkey. 6 down. 1 put on gravy but not to bird. Gravy. Gusto. No. Bisto gravy, so 1 put on bisto but not 2 gives ibis a bird. So now this project concealing road defect. The road there could be an A1, so it could be a failure, could it? Project fluid. We're getting close there now. The Democrat in backing 24, out of bounds. Even if I think of a famous Democrat, that might help, or that would fit. Oh, that's the ridiculous one. Okay, so now Pampers, sticky glue in diapers emptied. So it looks like an anagram of glue in and the outside letters of diapers. And indulges means pampers. Lovely surface to glue, mixing pampers and diapers there. 8 down, passages mob considers, recited. So it's recited means, I think, that we'll have a homophone of a phrase that would sound like it might mean mob considers. So something like horde thinks, and then it's going to mean passages. So project is fling, concealing road is A1, we have failing. So let's go back to, out of bounds could define forbidden there. So what's that going to do? So the Democrat is a D, is he? It might be more than that. Back in 24, out of bounds. How could Ned Dibroff be 24? Don't know. No, 5 was failing, so tool failing. I don't know. It would be lovely to come up with that, a double definition that worked. By the sound of it, puzzle 5 across, so it's another failing. Could be the 7 deadly sins that we're referring to. Puzzle, clue, I don't know. 8 down, the passages mob considers, recited. Passages, gangways up something, okay. That's right, so clue would still, floor is a failing. And if you floor someone, you completely confuse them or puzzle them, I suppose. So that failing is a flaw. Okay, 14 across, noisy battle developing. So it's an anagram there. In stubborn manner, obstinately. Help to have the letters in the grid for that anagram. 24, another, no, it's not a failing. 24 is a failing. Englishman on pitch. E fellow on something, could be. 15 down, old herbivore, wiggling ears with gusto, another anagram, and it's a stegosaur. It's really old. Number 13 down, terrifying thing that may skin something like a rabbit, did you say? So, hair razor, because it sounds like a barber's razor applied to a hair. So 18 could be English E fella. Pitch. 22 across, embellished passage, actual or doubly fanciful. So it's probably an anagram of actual or, which would be or doubly. And an embellished passage in a musical work would be coloratura. That's good. 23 down. Working class beginning is onset. Something that's working is switched on, and a set is a class. 24 listening to shrink. Everywhere. 24 pinching himself. We're really going to need 24 in a moment. Authority to get broadcast, just to say so. Another homophone there. Mundane letters from listener, retired, sent back. So terrene means earthly, which is exactly the same as what mundane meant originally, and it's hidden in listener, retired. Now 25, let's get some of these letters in 24. European revolutionary following Queen in this short play. Ooh. Revolutionary is often Che or red. Following Queen, could it be a Q, Q-U-E-K? Don't know. Oh, the Rivals. Is it a short play? Don't know why. Slav revolutionary following Queen in this short. It is The Rivals by Sheridan, which featured Miss Malaprop. Now the tool, 5 across. Could pick be a failing? Pick is a tool. Or vice. That's what it is. Right, so we've got some other vices. 18 across, vice. Englishman on pitch. Don't know what that is. 21, vice. Last to return. 19 down was another 24. Vice, listening to shrink. Quayle was a vice president. Ooh, wasn't thinking of that sort of vice originally. Couldn't all be vice presidents. It could, couldn't it? That could be Rockefeller. Rock is to pitch. If a ship rocks, it pitches. Didn't even know he was a right. 20 everywhere. 24 pinching himself. Vice pinch. Gore pinching Al is galore. Crikey, we're looking at a themed puzzle on American vice presidents. Time to feed author a green tea. So that a drink gives us green tea. Tea in the author Graham Greene. And then A. 24 last to return. Last. I don't know quite what that is. 17 down. Part of the mind hampered by stress. That's unfortunate. This is accident, isn't it? Yeah, id in accent. So 21, 24 last to return. Vice. Ooh, that's hard. I might not just know enough vice presidents. Right, Aardvark, that's an ant bear, I think. This beast originally TB, coming in close, near, behind start of the alphabet. Which is a nice reference to Aardvark as well, which is near at the start of the alphabet. 24, last to return. Wow, I don't know what you can return. Enid, edit, Eric, exit. Is there really a vice president whose name fits this pattern? I hope it's not an obvious one that I can't think of. Let's try. What was up with 10 across? Democrat in backing vice out of bounds. I'm going to claim. Oh, Biden. Democrat in for Biden. Wow, that's quite funny. Right. Who's the current vice? Mike Pence, isn't it? I wonder if he appears. No, I don't think so. 2 down. 1,000 departed. Carbonard is looking right, so that's good. A Democrat. No, 1,000 in African country. Abandoning river on the rise. Departed. Don't know. 9 across. Bound books. Note inside. Leapt would be bound or vault. Books. Just don't quite seem enough wordplay indicators there. That's frustrating. So, what does this say then? Vice, failing of ibis of indulges of what? No. Who knows what that is? So, vice. 5 of 6 of 1 of 7. 50. That's an L. Last of 3, which is astrologer, or maybe the number 3. So it could end in A-L-E. Mondale. 5 of 6 of 1 of 7. I haven't got a clue why, really. But I bet it is Mondale, because I can just about remember him being a vice. Venom in cobras initially connected by, it's still looking like malice. Male in cobras initially gives IC. Okay, so bound could be leapt again. But books would have to be LEPT or LAPT. Bound. 2 down. 1,000 in African country. Departed is no more, I suppose. 1,000 is M. You've got Eroon, so that's Cameroon. Put out this Cam. Wow. So bound is limit. Books with me inside. Lit for literature. Okay. 24 last to return. So vice last to return. Fine. Could be the end of something. ENIF can't really be a vice president. I have a feeling I'm going to have to give up there, not knowing the last vice president I need to know. If I could think of the word that was relevant. Oh, live. If you keep living. Evil is a vice, not a vice president. There we go. No giving up. Got done. That's not easy though. Can we check this now to see we got it all right? Not sure. What have we got? Check all. Confirm check all. Nothing's changed, so we got the puzzle right. So there we go. Thank you very much for joining us. Quite enjoyed that. Very tough challenge in some ways to come up with both vices and vice presidents, and really some quite unsignalled switches between the two. I honestly don't know. Feel free to post in the comments what one across was all about. 5 of 6 of 1 of 7. I don't think it can be related to clue numbers, because 5 and 1 would both have to specify whether they were across or down. 50 isn't. L and E I can see at the end of the clue there, but 5 of 6, right, Monday. So it's 5 of the 6 letters of the first day of the week out of 7. Okay, understood. Hope you got that before I did, but well done if you did, because that's not very clear. Quite a tough puzzle there. Thanks very much for joining us, and hope to see you again on Cracking the Cryptic.